Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Retech, and welcome to another episode of Ash Answers powered by Lenovo's UK. Ash Answers is a show where we answer your questions that you tweet out to us with the hashtag Ash Answers. So, with me today is Sundar again from C4 Retech, and can we get to the
Yep.
questions?
Is it okay to buy Nexus 6P today as I'm into videos, music, and camera? Will the hardware last me a year before being outdated?
A year, I definitely say yes, right? What do you
Yeah,
say?
definitely. A year, it's totally fine. I saw a lot of is buying Nexus 6P. Okay, so that's why I picked this question. So, to all those of you who asked this question, yes, definitely for a year or even 2 years, it should be okay.
Yeah, a year and a half, up to two, yeah,
If you want like
definitely.
butter smooth performance, then maybe a year should be okay. Not more than a year.
Yeah, so 810 had its issues, but the Nexus 6P is probably the best 810 implementation. So it's still holding up quite well from what I've heard Ranjit talk about. I mean,
The camera is also really good.
yeah. So I haven't personally used it, but from what I've been seeing, 6P should suit you fine.
So next question, if you both are gonna make a custom phone, what component from what manufacturer you'll put in?
And that's a nice question. So for today, I'd go with the latest Snapdragon, or probably the Exynos
A10.
889 810 Fusion. That's not realistic. I mean, I'm gonna get Apple chip for an Android phone.
I mean, let's not go deeper into
Then
all
I'd
that.
go with
So,
the Intel 6950X.
all right.
If we are gonna go that hypothetical, but realistically, I'd probably go with the 820 and
821 or
yeah,
821.
821 probably 4 to 6 gigs of RAM, a full HD display, a
Why full
5
HD?
inch Quad HD. I don't want the battery drain. I'd be
No,
happy with full
let's.
HD.
We can use components from different manufacturers. Let's use the high density battery from Xiaomi.
Yeah. Still, I'd be happier. I mean, unless and until you're going down the VR route, Quad HD doesn't really have a lot to
We
offer.
are making a custom phone, so why?
No, no.
Let's have everything.
Yeah. Anyway, full HD, Quad HD display, AMOLED,
Yeah,
definitely. Uh, Maybe a curved display,
maybe.
at least 5000 mAh or 4000 mAh would work fine, and keep it under 8 millimeters if possible. 5 inch form factor, maybe 4.7 inch.
Five.
Go straight head to head with the iPhone 7.
Right.
Stock Android, uh, or we'll have C4 EOS. Okay, no app
C4 ROM.
draw, C4 ROM, whatever. No app draw, themes. Uh, we will not release kernel sources, and the phone will receive one update, after which we'd bill you guys. Okay, this is how it would go if Airtel made a phone. Sorry. Uh, anyway, moving on. Next question.
Now that Google has launched Pixel, do you think it should also provide software updates for more than 2 years, just like iOS, just like Apple?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
2 year, 3 years maximum, but not more than 3 years.
yeah, 2 years. Even with Apple, after 2 years, it's more of the depreciated
After three,
updates, right?
yeah, after three,
Depreciated,
yeah, after three. The fourth update will have
depreciated.
features stripped down. Yeah,
Okay. Maybe if the Pixel gets successful enough and this becomes the differentiating factor, then probably we could see Google do it. But personally, I'd feel like, yeah, if Apple can do it, Google probably should. For someone who's paying, I mean, it's not an Nexus anymore, so it's not
yeah,
really priced any lower. It's still around the iPhone prices. So if you're paying what you'd pay Apple, then you'd better expect the same kind of
yeah.
updates and support as you'd get from Apple.
Fair enough. What do you think about the reported explosions of safe units of Note 7? Do you think Samsung should skip Note 7?
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of,
sad, but it's what it is.
yeah, it is what it is. It's exasperating because the Note 7, is a good phone. I
Yeah,
mean,
you know
barring the
how
explosion part.
we were all, I mean, we were excited about the Note 7, how it would be when it comes back. We were actually recommending you guys to go get it.
But right
So,
now, I'd say put your plans on
yeah,
hold. If you have a pre-order, cancel it in India. And if you're using a Note 7 elsewhere, get it replaced. In most parts of the world, they are offering refunds
yeah.
and
Or get
replacements.
an S7 Edge instead. They're
Okay,
offering an exchange program.
even the Note 5 is not bad.
Yeah.
If you want a Note, you could pick one up. If you really want a Note 7, do not pick one up right now. Please wait. Let's see what comes out of it. In all fairness, I mean it's just too much of negative publicity. I don't think even Samsung's marketing might can get past this one because this is the first major recall we've seen in years.
Yeah.
And for the
When was
replacement
the last
units,
time?
I think Nokia did one a long,
Okay,
long time back.
I don't remember. Okay.
So for a replacement unit after this huge recall to again have issues, that's leaving a real sour taste in the mouth. So yeah, Samsung should probably scrap it or and come out of the Note 6 next year. Maybe Note 6.
Right. Talking about that, what do you think about the latest Galaxy S8 rumors? So yeah, the Note 7, like all this is happening to the Note 7. Samsung rumors say that Samsung is planning to bring the S8 early, like maybe
And we've
before the.
heard this every single year. You can go back and check. The S4 was supposed to release early. The S5 was supposed to release early.
Yeah,
But it's
but this time
always been
Samsung's got a genuine reason, so maybe.
with the S4, the Xperia X, I mean, the Xperia Z actually did extremely well because the S4 was a little late to the market.
So the
So
S2
the
were gonna
S5,
come early.
there were
Yeah.
rumors. And that was a very valid reason at that point. It still didn't change stuff. And again, with the S6, the S5 wasn't received well enough, and everybody knows what the S5 was. I called it the John Cena of smartphones. Anyway, so so that was
As
again a
far
valid reason
yeah.
to bring the S6 early, and again the S6, S7 brought in micro SD and whatever, and maybe
Or maybe we should put it this way: they have to. Samsung needs to bring the S8 early so that they don't really lose the image they have.
I kind of disagree because the S and Note lines have always been very different. I mean, the
I mean,
Note has been
Samsung as a brand.
Samsung as a brand has a million phones. I mean, everybody knows they've got a million phones. Yeah, I really don't see them coming out of the S series early. But if it were to happen, I mean, next year is probably the best odds of it happening.
Yeah. And as far as the rumors of the features goes, probably a curved display. There won't be a
There won't,
separate flat and a curved display variants. There'll be only one variant, and it'll have a curved display
yeah, and probably an updated Exynos processor.
and a better camera. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, but barring that, it should be similar. Probably 6 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quad HD. I don't think they're moving to 4K. Quad HD and dual
Yeah,
cameras
there were
is what we're
rumors
hearing.
actually that they might move to 4K, but
Yeah,
I
yeah. A
don't
couple of
want
years
to
back,
see that.
Samsung's what do you say? The map said 4Ks from 2017, but I highly doubt they would start with the S8.
Which VR is best under rupees 4,000, and should I go with Logitech X100 or Portronics Soundport 280?
I haven't used
For
the
the yeah,
Portronics. The
so
Logitech X100 is
we've
amazing.
used the X100 and it's really good, so we can recommend that.
Yeah, that's
We
my
haven't.
go-to
Yeah.
Bluetooth speaker.
For the VR, we are looking to make a video on it.
He's doing it.
Yeah, top three or top five VRs under 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I don't know. I haven't decided
Yeah,
yet.
if you
So
have any particular budget, what would
yeah,
you like to see? Let us know in the comments below,
yeah.
and we'll probably get a video out.
Planning to get a phone under 30K. Should I wait for the Mi 5S or go with OnePlus 3? My main concern is camera, or Honor 8 is also a good pick.
See, waiting for a Xiaomi phone is like, I'm thirsty. Should I wait for it to rain or should I go get myself a glass of water? This is exactly how it is. All right, Xiaomi phones get announced in China. They take their own sweet time getting to India, and sometimes, a lot of times, they don't, especially for the flagship phones. So never wait for a Xiaomi
The
device.
Mi 4S didn't even come to India.
Yeah, the Mi 4C
Yeah.
didn't either, the
Yeah.
Mi Note Pro didn't, the Mi Note didn't. So there are a lot of Xiaomi phones that never made their way to India. So importing is a hassle. So I would say, I mean,
But
if you have,
personally, going by how good the Mi 5S is, I mean, how good at least on paper, it is, would you actually wait for the Mi 5S or go with the
I
OnePlus?
wouldn't, because Snapdragon 821 really doesn't have all that much more to offer over the 820,
Okay.
and the OnePlus 3 is a
And
pretty
the
decent
camera,
phone.
what about the camera? It's supposed to be
It's
significantly better
it's
than the
supposed to
OnePlus
be,
3.
again, it's supposed to be being
Yeah.
the key word. Today you've got the OnePlus 3, and let's say Xiaomi takes, I don't know,
I mean,
6 months to bring it
it's
to
got the
India.
same sensor as the Pixel and the Pixel XL. So, I'm not saying it'll perform as good as the Pixel XL, but
It's
should be
all
some.
speculation. Again, what
Yeah.
is available today right in front of you? OnePlus 3. The Mi 5S might or might not come. What if
Okay.
it doesn't come? Are you gonna wait just for the few camera improvements compared to the OnePlus 3? Again, OnePlus 3, you get stock Android and whatnot. Personally, I wouldn't wait for the Mi 5S. I'd pick a OnePlus 3, or I'd pick a, what else is there? Mi
Honor
5
8
that's
is
selling
what.
cheaper, the Honor 8. Probably, so it's just me.
Yeah. I would probably wait for maybe a month at best. If I don't hear any rumors or any valid information about the launch of the phone in India, then I'd go for the OnePlus 3.
I'd say that's 1 month wasted.
If the Mi 5 launches, I mean the Mi 5S,
When has a
then
Xiaomi phone launched within a month?
all right. We are
A
taking too much
flagship.
time for this question. Let's just move on. Moto Z and Lenovo Z2 Indian price lower than international ones, while iPhone and Pixel have higher price than the international. How does it work?
Basically, Motorola and Lenovo want to capture the market. They're being a little more aggressive, whereas Apple, what else is there, and Pixel, not really aimed at the Indian markets, because when you look at the larger scheme of things, Apple or even Google doesn't really expect to sell a lot of Pixels in India. India is more of a budget-oriented segment, is what I mean. Budget-oriented phones sell a lot more in India. So the Pixel, whether it's priced at 57, right?
Yeah, 57.
57 or 50, it's still gonna attract almost the same number of buys in India. Uh, Whereas Lenovo Z2 priced at 18 or 20 compared to 25, that's gonna make a significant difference in the number of units they sell. And Motorola, I really don't know what's happening with Motorola, because I don't know. What's your take on this?
I honestly don't have any idea. I just picked the question so he would answer and I come to know about it. But it's strange, like how some companies price the phones at the same price in India, and but then with Apple and Google, it's a totally different thing.
While we're on the topic of Lenovo, a big shout out to Lenovo's UK for sponsoring this video. And Lenovo's tech jargon of the day is UTouch. So UTouch is Lenovo's take on how you navigate, or rather Lenovo's UK's take on how you navigate the phone. You can tap on it for back, press it for home. You can swipe from side to side to cycle between your open apps. And additionally, from the UTouch option under settings, you can customize this key. I have it set to launch the camera on double press, recent apps on tap and hold, Google Now on press and hold. So anyway, coming back, the next question.
Does the absence of headphone jack on iPhone 7 bother you? Would you like to see the same changes on other smartphones?
I wouldn't necessarily like to see the change in other smartphones, but it doesn't really bother me, because I've been using Bluetooth earphones and headphones for almost 3 years now. I haven't used wired earphones.
Okay, even other ways, let's just answer this for the people. How many times have you actually listened to music while the phones were charging?
I rarely have.
Rarely have, but
Yeah.
even that will make a difference. Even that's
What?
gonna be annoying. Like even if it's rare when you plug in the charger and if you're not able to listen to music, that's gonna annoy you, right?
The question is, does it bother me?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me because I don't.
Okay.
I don't use wired earphones, because if I'm charging, I'm listening to it on my Bluetooth
Bluetooth.
earphones. So I've had the Jaybird Bluebuds X, and then the X2s, and now I've got the Freedom whatever, but I haven't used that yet because I've been caught up with my QC35's
No,
post.
the reason is I have it.
Yeah, he hasn't done the video yet. And he's supposed to unbox it and whatever. So yeah, I wouldn't like to see brands follow suit because I do understand. When I travel, I take wired earphones with me because the QC35 has insane battery life, but the Jaybirds didn't. So I'd probably end up running out of charge sometimes. So I usually carry wired earphones with me, and yeah, that's a point where I charge and listen to. I don't listen to music. I watch videos uh, with my earphones plugged in. So yeah, that's actually a point where it could bother me. But these days with the QC35s, I haven't come across that.
Okay.
But I don't want other brands following suit.
Has streaming and buying songs digitally in India finally become viable? I think it was possible with Apple Music, right?
No, it's
iTunes,
possible,
yeah.
but is it actually financially viable for Indians? And also with the data, uh, with Geo, maybe again, Geo's quality as of now is not great, but we're not going to be able to comment on it till it actually rolls out after the welcome offers ended. And so, Amartya asked me this question again. I don't know, maybe 6 months from now, and the answer might be yes. But as of now, I still don't see that
Songs
happening.
fine, but with Geo videos, Hotstar,
No,
nope,
it's
it's
talking
not
about
gonna
streaming
happen.
and
Yeah,
buying
streaming
songs
and buying
digitally.
songs, but
It's still expensive, but forget the expense part of it, just the viability part of it in terms of reaching, in terms of streaming. It's still a work in progress in India. That's my two
I
cents on
think
it.
yeah, maybe 6 months from now it should be like completely like popular because we have iTunes, Apple Music, and Play Music has just launched in India, right? Yeah,
Oh,
it has.
okay.
So with both these should be able to cover the Indian market.
So that's all the time we have for today's video, guys. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, to give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, put it down. And for more videos like this, stay tuned to C4 Retech. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already.
And make sure you follow us on Twitter at C4Tech.
And all the other handles you can see right there. So
That's it. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sundar and Ash from C4Tech, leaving for the moment.
have
Have
a
a
nice
nice day.
day. Bye bye now.